Thank you. To our next story, you know, make no mistake about it. Cheating in school is a form of self-deception. Cheats are everywhere and crazily seeking relevance, if you ask me. A former chief executive secretary, I should say, of the National Universities Commission, NUC, Emeritus Professor Peter Okebukola, has averred that the Mmesoma Joy, I hope I got that right, Ejikeme episode should be a warning to potential UTME cheats. Jamb, that's the Joint Admission and Matriculations Board, as far as the professor is concerned, is several jumps ahead of them. Prof. Okebukola is attesting to the thoroughness of Jamb. The Jamb boss underscores the integrity of Professor Ishaq Oloyede in promoting the strict forwardness of Jamb conducted examinations. Facts are sacred, comments are free. Emeka.
Well, of course, the integrity of Professor Ishaq Oloyede has never been in doubt. Not just because of Jamb, you know, in other places where he has never been in doubt. So I commend him for sticking to that, you know, sticking to that integrity. And of course, I think even in this saga, it was one of the things that made people feel, okay, they could believe Jamb because of the integrity of one man.
Yeah.
The same Jamb, you remember some years ago, where they say a snake swallowed money. The same Jamb that, you know, even the former registrar of Jamb, don't forget, is going to undergo trial with some of his children. So, but because of the integrity of one man, people could believe him. But the question I ask is, fine, Professor Okebukola has spoken glowingly of Professor Ishaq Oloyede. When he leaves, what happens? What manner of
continuity problem?
Yeah, that is it. So we should work for institutional integrity. It's not just about, okay, this man is the head. Oh, the place was so fantastic. When he left, then it should resonate right from the gate of Jamb to the top level. There should be that institutional integrity so that it can, you know, there will be that believability, one. Two, Jamb should strengthen its capacity to it should not, for instance, allow any apps to, you know, to exist where people can, you know, that people can use to forge results. You should, you know, be proactive, deal with these things. Otherwise, you find out, okay, some universities have expelled students who somehow passed through the funnel, got into the system, and then eventually the results were found to be forged. A lot of these things, I know Jamb has been doing a lot to improve, but even the universities should help matters too. Because the tertiary education sector, there's so much that, you know, leaves a lot to be desired.
Before Jamb came in 1978, universities used to conduct admissions.
There were fewer universities, and there was this idea that we had to copy the British, copy the Americans. You know, we had to emphasize integrity. But unfortunately, we now multiply so many universities, private universities, all kinds of things. So a lot has gone down the drain. So we need to really, not just Jamb, the tertiary institutions should also help things.
All right, just to inform you that in the course of the chat, we are going to be joined by Dr. Fabian Benjamin, the spokesman of Jamb. Please hold on for that. Jide, so a lot of water, we are told, has passed under the bridge, but in this case, not washing away the bridge.
Yes, and I'm happy that people recognize the fact that Oloyede has done a tremendous job at Jamb. I've heard people say, oh, was it not at Jamb that snakes swallowed money? Were you the one who discovered that snakes swallowed money? It was still Oloyede. It was still Oloyede that made the discovery. So it's not as if police on their own discovered that somebody stole money. It was still his own internal mechanisms.
Begs the question of what happened to the snake.
No snake. So, see, we know we don't have time and we have a guest. So if I go into that now, we won't leave this place.
No.
Oloyede discovered the fraud.
Yeah.
Oloyede has fired many computer-based testing centers because he is continually trying to reform the system, make the system better. And I believe that the work that he has done Look at the testimony of Osita Chidoka, that when he was in charge of FRSC, that he got Jamb to conduct entry exam for applicants.
Those who wanted foundation.
No, he wanted. He was a Federal Safety Commission
Commandant,
boss,
yeah.
Yes.
and the examination, the entry examination to get into road safety was conducted by Jamb. He got them to do it. That's testament to the faith, to the confidence that I had in Jamb. But when things happen, the first thing Nigerians want to do is to simply dismiss our institutions.
Yeah.
Yes, our institutions need to get better.
Yes.
But you can't look at Jamb like the Jamb of many years ago. You can't look at NDLA like the NDLA of many years ago. I looked at what this man had done, General Marwa. I said, what did you say to this staff? Is it not the same staff that had been there all along? How come we are seeing so much success now? And the man said, I didn't say anything different. People will look at the leader. What kind of a leader are you? If you are a misleader, it will reflect on your staff. So Jamb is in a good place. And I'm confident that even when this man leaves,
all right,
we will still find someone who will be able to continue from where he stopped.
Because continuity
is very important. It's
very important.
And they must constantly identify fraudulent people trying to cheat.
Yeah, I hear that Dr. Fabian Benjamin, spokesman of Jamb, is ready to join us. Dr. Benjamin, are you there? Good evening to you.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening,
gentlemen.
Doctor.
Good evening.
What can you tell us, sir?
We just need an update on this saga.
Yeah.
What's the update?
Yes, thank you very much. First of all, let me commend the entire media for what they've done as far as this issue is concerned, and what they've been doing in the past in ensuring that at least they keep everybody on his toes so that we have a better society. I think yesterday, we appeared before a commission of inquiry set up by the Anambra State government, and we made available to them our system, our processes, for them to see how we come by result from the point of registration, conduct of examination, up to result management, that's release and management and stuff like that. And the year in question also appeared before the committee, came with our principal. The committee comprised of, I think, about 7 professors were drawn from the university around Nandi Azikiwe University and other universities there. And a Reverend Canon, a Reverend Sister, the principal of the school. And we also, 4 of us from Jamb, were there. So their report will be available any moment from now. Even though I have a privileged information, but I don't want to preempt whatever they are going to release, because they want the governor to have at least to see it first before any other person can have access to it. So I believe when that report is released, it will give an in-depth analysis of what actually transpired. But to summarize everything, just as we've always maintained, that our system is one that every Nigerian should be proud of. I keep saying this, that we have adopted one of the most primitive way of keeping our data. It's not where the world is going, but we have chosen that. We have a very sound ICT-based system. But when it comes to data storage, we've decided that, look, we are not going to go with the cloud storage because we know the implication. Result is a public examination, especially at this level of gatekeeping, is very, very critical. And one mistake, just one, will destroy the entire essence, the foundation of whatever we are doing. Today, we receive letters, inquiry from all over the world of candidates who wants to go, for example, people who have gone with the first degree. You want to work in Canada and the US, at times they will write to us, they want to find out if this candidate actually sat this examination and stuff like that. So once the international community begin to have issues of credibility with us, the whole essence of education in Nigeria is destroyed. With the coming of Professor Ishaq Oloyede, we are conducting exams for virtually every agency. We have conducted exams for EFCC, we have conducted exam for ICPC, we have conducted for custom, we have conducted for police, we have conducted for immigration, just mention it. We virtually all the agencies in Nigeria, not for money. We don't even charge any, we only charge the cost of conduct of the examination. And when we look at that, some agencies have approached us and we've told them that we're not going to do your examination. Because when we look at the setup, because we are associated with whatever they are doing, and we know that if we're not careful, our hands will be burned in the whole thing. And we turn such requests down. First of all, we must look at your system, we look at your process. If we discover that you're not transparent enough, if we discover that there are certain things that you want to hide and all those things, because one thing we insist is that once we are conducting an exam for you, whatever the highest scorer, whoever scores high, must be the one that you consider, not that tomorrow you come and tell us that somebody is a top and then you say he's not getting the job because of one reason or the other. And once you're not ready for that, we'll give you the result, we'll also have the result, we'll also follow the process to ensure that whatever we give you as result is what you use. Not that people will sit exam, somebody will score 70 over 100, and then at the end of the day, people that score 10, 15 are the ones that you employ, because our name is involved. So these are things that we are doing.
Okay.
I quite agree.
Doctor, tell us the facts that you presented before the Anambra, the compelling evidence that you presented before the Anambra committee.
Yes. We took them through the process. First, the candidate approached us to register for the exam. And what we do when you want to sit for Jamb examination, you must register. And to register, you must have a unique phone number, that is SIM card, which is your unique identifier. You must also have a NIN number, that is as at 2018 thereabout. You will send your NIN to 55019. When you send your NIN to 55019, the USSD will pull your data from NIMC. It will pull your name, your date of birth from NIMC. That is, then it will give you what we call a profile code. You will now approach any of the vending outlets, other bank or all those microfinance that are selling our PIN. You go with your profile, you buy the PIN from there. That PIN is tied to your profile. What that means is that another candidate cannot use that PIN. Because all these things, we're trying to create a record base so that when crises like this happen, we'll be able to trace where it is coming from. When you buy this PIN, it is at that point that you can now approach a CBT center for you to register. The registration you're going to do in CBT center is for you to capture your biometrics and your picture. Because NIMC, we had already pulled your data from NIMC. We have already gotten all the other things that we needed. You just go there to capture your biometrics and your picture, and then you tell us which institution and what subject you want to sit for in the examination. Immediately after the registration, you are given a slip. That slip is called registration slip. On that registration slip, your picture is there that you snap at the center where you went to register. There are another picture, there are two pictures there. One that is pulled from NIMC, and then the other one that will snap you there physically on ground. Then you have your subject that you want to register, your local government, your date of birth, your name, your telephone number, your email address. All these details are stated on the registration slip. And then there is a barcode and then a QR code. The barcode, when you scan the QR code, you scan it, it will state your name, your date of birth, and other details. Then a week to the examination, we'll send out notification for candidates to go and print their examination notification slip. The examination notification slip will also have two of your pictures, the NIMC on and the one that you snap at the point of registration. On that notification slip, you also have the address of your center, that's your examination town, where the center is located.
You are not answering my question, Doctor. Yeah. We don't have all the time. You are going through processes.
These are all facts that we gave them. I'm getting to.
But we don't have all the time.
Our problem here is managing time.
What did you tell them? What the compelling evidence that you presented before? That's my question, not the processes.
One of the most fundamental things we provided to them was the database of her communication with us using her phone number. That when we release the result, she sent a message and obtained her result of 249. She went back again, that's on the 4th of May, she went back again and sent a message and obtained the same result. She now edited that result on her phone to 362 and sent it back to the platform. And we also showed them how she sent the message. She also saw it. And then the platform rejected what she said and sent back her original result of 249. And then on the 25th of June, she also moved and printed her original slip. That's the original result slip, which has her picture and other details. On the 3rd of July again, she also approached a CBT center and also printed her result again. That's the result of 249. So these are the fundamental issues that were provided to them. We opened our system and they saw how the transaction took place with our phone number.
Dr. Benjamin, quickly.
Communicated.
Yeah, quickly before we go. She scored 249 from you. That's what you are saying. Now you are banned her from writing exams in the next 3 years. Isn't that an overkill?
Yes. Well, if you look at the Exam Malpractice Act, if you look at the Act, what we have even done is even mild. Because the Act, if you look at the Act, if she's prosecuted and she's found guilty, she's supposed to go to prison 7 years without fine. So what we have done is just a middle way. If you read the Examination Malpractice Act, you will see that the punishment there is stiffer than whatever we have done. Because based on what she has done, she ought to go to prison 7 years without an option of fine.
Wow.
If she's taken through the process of prosecution.
Okay, then we must stop you here. Time is tight. But thank you very kindly for your time, Dr. Benjamin.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
All right, then.
That
will just about do it for the program today.